Welcome guys, this is the first episode of the Ground Zero Files. I am Matty Lawrenson, I am one of the head coaches here at Ground Zero, and today we're going to talk about fat loss simplified. So let's get on to it. So first things first is calories. First thing we're going to talk about is calories basically. So when it comes to fat loss, we need to have more calories going out than coming in. So we need to burn more calories than we are eating, which I know sounds simple, and ultimately it is, but most of us don't do that and we don't know how to do that. So first things first, what we burn isn't just through exercise, it's just, we've got exercise which creates a small part of that. Apart from that, we've got our kind of non-exercise activity thermogenics, which is NEAT. That combines everything else that we do throughout the day, from walking, talking, digesting, you name it, everything else. And that creates the main amount of our calories per day that are going to be burned. So we need to be eating less than that number. On an average meal, let's just say 80 kilo meal, will burn, without exercise, about 1800 calories in a day, which I know seems like it's not that high. So if you're not going to be exercising, you need to be eating less than 1800 calories a day if you're an 80 kilogram male, and probably most of you are not doing that. And that'll be as simple as it is, you know, like that. There's not much more to it. Eat less fucking calories than you're expending. It's that fucking simple. Protein is the second thing I'm going to talk about, and protein is important for fat loss because if we're not taking in enough protein, even if we're losing weight, that weight will be coming from muscle and fat. Now obviously we're talking about fat loss and we want to maximize the amount of fat we lose, and that will happen through protein. So if we're not taking in enough protein, we are not doing anything to repair the muscle and hold on to it. We don't have anything there to do that with. So we need to be getting our protein high, and more often than not, most of us are not eating enough protein, and that's simple. As far as calories and protein go, if you go onto our Facebook group, we do have a calorie and protein calculator there. All you need to do is put in your age, your weight and your gender, and it'll spit it out. It'll tell you exactly how much calories and how much protein to start on, and then you'll take it from there. Now, protein is something we'll go into a lot more, but for now, just make sure you're eating enough. Calories is number one. If you can get the calories right, that's perfect. If you can also get protein right without going over your calories, perfect. The third point, activity. So activity would be any exercise plus like moving around. So for example, the most common thing that people know about is steps. Everyone now has these type of things on, which will track their steps. Now, steps is just a way to increase activity without overexerting yourself, really, to get yourself moving around a bit more. I guess it's kind of exercise, but it's not really. It's very low, but it just means you're a bit more active and gets you moving around. So the more you can increase your activity in a day, the more calories you'll burn. Therefore, the more you can eat to lose fat. Obviously, the first thing we would always recommend is to increase your step rate. Anywhere from 10 to 15,000 steps a day is probably a good place to go. Might seem like a lot, but it's not really in the grand scheme of things. You probably do, if depending on your job, you probably do 6,000 to 8,000 a day anyway. So if you can increase that, perfect. If you can exercise 3, 4, 5 times a week as well for 30 to 60 minutes, you'll be absolutely flying. That was the Ground Zero Files. Thank you guys. If you could pop on our YouTube channel, give us a thumbs up and a subscribe, we'd much appreciate it. That's here. If you could also go to our Instagram, we'd much appreciate that as well. That's also now here. And if you could hop over to Facebook and give our page a like, that would be a massive help as well. And that is now here too. Thank you guys.